What's up guys, Celestial here again, saving the best for last. We got our Scottish boy Cait Sith here. Like I said in the previous videos, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes to PC on the 23rd of January 2025. I'm super excited for it. We're going to be streaming that live on YouTube, potentially Twitch as well, but I mostly stream on YouTube. Anyway, this is me showing you guys how Cait Sith works. A lot of people don't really like using Cait Sith. He is very good in this game. In the original I didn't really like him myself. But in this game, he's our Scottish boy, so we've got to represent Cait Sith. And he's very, very good. So the Moogle, it seems like, it might just be a placebo effect for me, but I always feel like I can parry way easier with the Moogle. I don't know if it's the way the Moogle puts his belly out or what, but it always seems like 99% of my parries land with the Moogle, which is quite funny. And then, as you can see here, the Moogle does have its own thing. So when you're Cait Sith, you can mount the Moogle with triangle. When you're on the Moogle has its own little thing. So Fight, which is an ability that you'll get in a folio. So you can't actually use that right away. You'll have to just basically do things like drop kick or like things like this. So if you drop kick, you're building up the bar, which will give you another special ability. The special abilities are very strong. So you have things like stop punch, you have like a venom punch that you can do, things like that. So the basic moveset is triangle when you're Cait Sith mounts the Moogle. Doing this as Cait Sith, if you dodge, similar to the other characters, so if you do a dodge and then you do the attack, you're just going to do this pretty much. Just a normal little attack. If you stand still, you're going to do that spin, which is awful. But if you're doing this, you can attack from quite far away with the little music notes that he has. If you hold square, you'll do this little breath thing that he does on the ground. Just like that. When you're on the Moogle, you can move and attack at the same time. You can use the Moogle abilities. If you just stand here, the Moogle will attack by itself. So I'm not pressing anything and the Moogle's doing its little attacks for me. And you can't actually use your limit unless you're on the Moogle. So if you're struggling and you're pretty much your entire team's dead and you only have Cait Sith and he has no ATB, you're not going to be able to use your limit, unfortunately. That's the only downfall of this. The cool thing is about his abilities, when you get into... I'm just going to avoid taking damage, hopefully. When we get onto the Moogle... So I won't go through all the Moogle's punches and things like that, because you rarely use them. It's only when you jump onto it for the first time. You'll have like a really good ability sometimes. Or the one that buffs your damage. When we get a free minute, when Titan actually stops being an asshole, I'll show you a couple abilities that you can use in tandem. So things like Moogle Kaboom turns your Moogle into a bomb. If it gets destroyed, it'll blow up. But if you use it in tandem with this, which I'm about to show you, Dodge and Dive, this makes the Moogle attack the person that you're targeting and it will blow up. Just like that. So big damage from the Moogle. And then you can just summon another one, which is the best thing about it. I do feel bad killing the Moogle. So build up a little bit more ATB. So like I said, you can pretty much do everything while you're moving on the Moogle, which is great. Because even things like Chakra, I'm moving around. Just going to use Chakra again while I'm walking away. Seems a bit disrespectful just walking away from Titan, but it's fine. He's used it by now from all these videos. It would have been Odin, but he's a jerk and you have to keep constantly using ATB. And I can't do that while I'm trying to show off things. So with that, we have his other move, which is this one right here, which is Roll of the Dice. So this is just one that'll do like a random thing depending on what side it lands on. They all do different things. Just try it out for yourself. 6 is a shield. The funny thing is you can actually nudge the dice and knock it onto a side that you really want to have the ability for. So if you like the shield and it's on 6, then just keep trying to knock it over to 6. There's things like healing, regeneration, like fire and ice magic and things like that. You can do a lot of these off of the Moogle. The fortune telling basically just does damage, so it might do a lot of damage, it might do a little bit of damage. So we're going to try it on the hand and see if it breaks it. No, I don't know if that was a lot, it was only 600. And then we have Moogle Kaboom, which I obviously showed you with dodge and dive. You can use these two in tandem. If you just want to use Moogle Kaboom, then you're probably good as well, because it'll just blow up when they destroy it. Moogle Mine does this. It scatters a bunch of things around the arena for them to step on, like landmines. Very good for dealing damage when the enemy doesn't have like a massive shield up like Titan does. Right, so next things that we have. Moogle Magic is very good. So this only works if you have a summon equipped, and it basically allows you to summon the summon and actually do like attacks with them without actually summoning the thing itself. Right, now we finally calmed them down. What I'm going to show you is some of the other moves. So Moogle Knuckle, we've seen that it basically builds up the stagger. So if they were staggered, it's basically Tifa's punches. It builds up how much extra % damage you do. Lady Luck increases crit chance of all allies, which is great because you want a lot of crit when you're attacking. Then this is basically lucky slots. You can do a lot with this, but it's like you're focusing on the slots while you're attacking a boss, and it doesn't really work very well. If you've maybe got someone else focusing the boss, or the boss is focusing a different character, maybe you could do it, like with provoke materia or something, but that doesn't seem to work against bosses, so it probably isn't that good. I've only used it like once, I think, and it wasn't even that good. So for 2 ATB, probably not the best thing you want to use. Last but not least, I'm going to show you the last thing that Cait Sith can do. As you can see, I got Stop Strike, which is here. He resisted it, because of course he did. But basically, Cait Sith's last thing that he can do is, say we're really far away and we need to get in close. If we're on the Moogle, you hold square. The Moogle's just going to charge and then do this. And if it keeps swinging around, you keep just holding square and then releasing square. So as you hold it, so hold square, release, hold square, release, hold square, release. This builds up a bunch of pressure when an enemy's like pressured. It also does it normally as well, because you can use that against the Mind Flayer when you're doing the challenge later with Cait Sith. But that's it pretty much for Cait Sith. He's a very powerful character, has a bunch of different varied abilities. And like I said, if you're using him on a team, then you pretty much have 4 characters, because the Moogle will just do its own thing and attack by itself. And it can also do a bunch of cool abilities as well. And if you have the ability on the weapon, which makes the Moogle tank for you, then you've got basically a tank there as well. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope these character guides have been helpful for you. If you want me to do anything else like this, just let me know and I will do it for you. Like I said, I'm still doing my challenges for Bonds of Friendship and things like that. I'm not sure if it's something I'll be able to do on PC, but if there's a way, I'll find it, I guess. With any other guides that I do, I'll maybe make some like quicker guides for some other things later on, but I've got a bunch of guides for Rebirth anyway, so if you're struggling with anything, just have a wee look. But thank you so much for watching, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.